Failure is the greatest gift you can give somebody. Because what do? If you fall out of bed tomorrow, do you never get up and get back in? Hell no, you get up, you get in, you have to climb, you do whatever it takes. I love failing because I've failed my whole life, and then when I get a victory, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Woo! You ready to make some money from the Kentucky Hammer? I'm just kidding. We are super excited about this. This is copy money, as you can see.
Oh, I thought it was real.
Me too. I thought we got rich. When I look at you in terms of what you're doing on social media, you talk about, you're doing average stuff in terms of what you're filming. The stuff that is getting millions of views is kind of day in the life stuff. It's fascinating how well that's working, but behind, I've seen your learning journey. I've seen when you were struggling on social media, wondering what to do.
Still struggling.
And just now we're starting to see that hockey stick moment. We see it on the outside, and what I see underneath all of this, I see a relentless, unstoppable learner. And most lawyers that I see in your situation, they just spend more money on ads. There's screw it, I'm not gonna learn this social media stuff.
I mean, I don't mind to fail because it's gonna make you better. So you try things. I try a lot of stuff. Some works, some doesn't. But the beautiful thing about social media, everybody talks about the Super Bowl ad. Yeah, we got almost 15 million views. I can't tell you if I got any cases from it.
Yep.
But then we can go on social media and you can see the analytics. I never knew this existed. So what we now are doing is, I call it the artificial intelligence. You let the people decide. I could shoot 10 TikTok ads. I could run them, and then we could go study the engagements, the analytics. You want to promote one ad. Well, which one do you promote? Every expert's going to say this, that, and this.
Yep.
Why not shoot, say, 10 variations, run them, spend a little money, and then the one that does the best, that the audience resonates with, boom, that's the one you promote. It's easy. And that way, everybody's smarter than me. I just study it and learn. I study everybody. Someone was asked about like TikTok and all that, and someone gave an answer on stage. Well, you can do it and you go through the motions. You're not going to get a lot of cases. That couldn't be further from the truth. In the last 2 months, I've gotten 10 wrongful deaths from TikTok. The whole world it works. And you know why it works? Because it's the #1 search engine in the world now. It's replaced Google. So the older tier, and I'm in the older tier, I'm 58, we all do Facebook. Well, guess what? They're all coming over to TikTok. And they're addicted, they're addicts. Here's what I'm telling all the attorneys in the whole world. It's a blue ocean. You got 1 year before everybody and their mother is gonna be doing it. So do it now.
With someone like you, who's a constant learner, it doesn't matter if you get in late or early to anything, because you're gonna always be on to learning the next thing. When TikTok dies.
Look, I think, and I teach my kids, failure is the greatest gift you can give somebody. Because what do? If you fall out of bed tomorrow, do you never get up and get back in? Hell no, you get up, you get in, you have to climb, you do whatever it takes. I love failing because I've failed my whole life, and then when I get a victory, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Let's talk about profits, okay? And the reason I asked about this is you are so growth focused. It's the average lawyer, according to IBIS World, spends 5% of their gross revenues on marketing, and newsflash, the average law firm grows 5% every year. Firms like you that are doubling, tripling, growing fast are spending 20, 30, 40+% gross revenues on marketing, right? Okay. Where do you find that balance being between reinvest like a maniac and find efficiency in the business and actually create some profit margin?
So I spend 40+ some years is 35+. But I think people look at the return on investment too much. If it's not, like you said, 5%, you grow 5%. I look at it as these cases are my inventory. If I had a widget business, the more widgets I have, the more I can turn and burn. I think attorneys are too scared. I get that all the time. A lot of them talk, well, if it's gonna cost me this. If you look at a profit center, it's gonna be great. If you look at it as an expense, you might as well not even do it.
So hiring, you've built a world-class team. No one builds what you built without excellent individuals standing by your shoulder. What are the pitfalls, do's and don'ts around picking the right people on the bus and letting some people off the bus?
I think if you're any business and you want great employees, you have to treat them like family. I've got people who've been with me 27, 26, 25 years ago. They stay because I treat them like family. I talk to a lot of business owners and they call them unicorns. Getting the model employee right now doesn't exist. Treat the ones that you got like family and just don't let them go.
Hearing you say that just shows your humility, not just transferring through your marketing, but also transferring through your team. I introduce people I work with, and they meet people like you, and I don't think I could name one person, maybe two, of all the people I've introduced my clients to that respond to texts, proactively call people to check up on them. It's just like this servant leadership concept just runs through your blood. Where did that come from?
I come from a place I want to help people. I want to help attorneys. So if you help others, you get back 10-fold, 20-fold. So a lot of times, I think 100 times when I do an act of kindness for somebody, and it comes back.
You had a very horrific accident. Very lucky to have survived and not be paralyzed. I went through a similar thing. I don't know if you know that. I broke my back. I was a millimeter from paralysis. I've broken 19 bones in my body.
Oh, hey, you look like a picture of health. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, I have arthritis in a lot of parts of my body already. I only share that because I'm curious to hear your viewpoint on when something very intense like that happens to your life, where you're really close to, unfortunately, death or paralysis or something that's life-altering. Some people can get a new awakening and a new level of gratitude for life. I know for me that was true, but I'm curious for you, if you kind of look back to life before and after the accident, do you see a different perspective?
Every day, I get up, spend 5 minutes gratitude. You want to change your life, you got to be grateful for what you have. I got hit by a car. I didn't walk for 8 days. I literally, the next day, they brought a wheelchair in, and I was in and out of it, and I threw a fit. I started screaming, "Get that F-bomb wheelchair out of here. I'm never getting in it." Because if I get in that, I'll never walk. But that's what I tell everybody. If you help others, it will come back. I can't even tell you how many times it comes back. I don't trade any of that for the world because it made me the person I am today.
It's such an important concept. So appreciate you taking the time, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.